Hi, it's good to see you again. In today's episode of Exalt Me, Inspire Me, I'd like to share with you on the topic, the weight of value. Olajumoke Adenowo, a renowned female architect and polymath, has always said that if you want a seat at the table, bring some value. I remember some time ago, I decided to join a music team, and I was asked to be auditioned so that I could be selected. So I came and I did my best to sing. And right after singing, someone else also came after me to sing. And if you are a musician, you really understand what I mean by singing. This other person came and sang so skillfully with all the trills, the bends, and everything you can think of. And before I knew it, everyone started moving towards that person's direction. At that point, the message was so clear to me. It's all about value. If you want to be celebrated, bring some value. If you want a seat at the table, bring some value. It's not just enough to put in so much effort into whatever that you do. The world is looking for value. Value is an expensive commodity that will sell anywhere and anytime. And people are willing to pay anything for it, no matter how much it costs. If you're working for yourself or you're working for someone else, make sure to bring some value. If you are a married man or a married woman, make sure you're bringing some value to that marital home. Even if you are a student, you can still bring some value. I know you may be asking me that, what can you bring on the table? Well, it all starts with you. Yes, until you see value in yourself, there is no way you can add value to yourself. You need to first see value in your own self, then you can add value to yourself. So what are the action steps to take? Number one, you should be able to identify or be aware of the fact that you have value on the inside of you. There is no one on this earth who has been created useless. You have great potentials on the inside of you. You have great possibilities. You have great giftings and talents on the inside of you. So it's up to you to identify that valuable thing that has been placed on the inside of you. And right after that, it leads us to point number 2, which is that the fact that you have to add value to yourself. And you may be asking, how can you add value to yourself? You can do that by developing that valuable thing that has been deposited on the inside of you. You have to broaden your knowledge base. You have to develop yourself. You have to broaden your horizon. Do everything possible. It may require your time, your effort, and so much energy, and even sometimes money, to be able to develop whatever has been placed on the inside of you. And mind you, anytime you do these two things, it's sort of like a cycle. So first, you identify what is on the inside of you. And secondly, you try to develop it. You try to add value to that. And the more you add value to it, the more you begin to see value in yourself. And then it goes on and on and on. Well, before I leave you, I'd like you to think about these 4 points which could help you. Number 1, know that value carries weight. Number 2, until you see value in your own self, there is no way you can add value to yourself. Number 3, if you place a small amount of value on yourself, there is no way the world will pay so much for that. Number 4, if you want a seat at the table, bring some value. Well, that's all for today's episode, and I hope to see you shortly at that table of value. Stay blessed.